I'm Kronicz, and this is Kristol from the Most Extreme Wrestling. Raw, June 6, 2011 from Richmond, Virginia.
Starts out
with Tough Enough.
At the end of Tough Enough.
Which is kind of crazy. And we can see that the time is kind of like running out in the segment because everything is starting to be like boom, boom,
well,
boom.
Well, no, not at
Even
first.
from the start, yes.
No, because at first, I think what made the time go so long is that Vince and Austin wouldn't quit arguing with each other. And then they're like, let's build the suspense. Let's build the suspense.
Yeah, because Vince hasn't been in the ring in a while, so I think he
Vince was kind of, we'll get to that later. But anyways, so they announced the winner of Tough Enough, who, by the way, was Andy.
Which is great.
Yeah! And then Vince punches Andy. Stonecold stuns Andy. And Andy exits. And then, like, Real Raw starts.
Yeah, Real Raw, because Vince is like, Real Raw is starting now! And he does his little, you know, Monday Night Raw thing, like back in the day. So Truth comes out. And oh my gosh. He's like,
oh, this is the best
little
thing ever.
Jimmy, hurrah, hurrah. And he's like got the Confederate.
Dressed up as a Confederate soldier.
Because they're in Richmond, Virginia.
That was
capital.
The greatest thing.
I was laughing so hard.
Too. I was like, this black guy is up in the South in like Dixieland.
You can keep
dressed up as a Confederate soldier and calling Robert E. Lee inbred. This is great. And so he's got to apologize. And so he says he's sorry to Big Jimmy and Little Jimmy. And then he's bad R-Truth.
Oh man, that was just great.
It was great.
It was so funny. I mean, just like the whole uniform and everything. Just
and then, yeah, we were just
cooking the crowd.
laughing. Then he succeeds from the WWE Universe.
But he's still going to go after the title now.
Yes.
And he's still going to keep the title.
They make no more money on R-Truth.
Yeah. He's his own entity. Just like Texas, we're actually the only state that can still succeed from the United States.
I'm actually not sure if that's true, but...
Yes, it is. We're the only one that was a country, and so we can still succeed.
I think, but I'm not for sure. It might be like an urban legend.
Well, anyways, in Richmond, Virginia, Truth said that he's going to succeed from the WWE Universe.
And this is where Vince was like, what?
No, they missed a cue or something because there's like, so, Stone Cold, remember how long my business hours are open?
They're from 9 a.m. to midnight. And
and Stone Cold's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but what? And then The Miz came out and that's what happened.
And he says really 3 times.
Yeah.
And then Alex Riley comes running out.
But I was excited though, because now The Miz is doing more than Alex Riley. He's out there with Stone Cold and Vince and R-Truth. He's among the, what did we decide to call it?
Well, Cena's came out too.
Oh, and well, I wasn't there yet.
Well, all of these people out there, all together with all the star power.
Oh yeah,
Vince
Alex
McMahon
Riley comes out. John Cena comes out. This is where the time
Vince
crunch.
McMahon and then Cena's all out there. You got the constellation of stars and the whole WWE universe all out there.
We're going to call it the Constellation from now on.
Yeah, when you have like a zillion people in the ring at the same time with the star power is just unbelievable. All these people, like the biggest stars in wrestling, period.
Maybe we should call it the Supernova.
We could call it the Supernova.
We're going to call it the Supernova.
Of stars.
The Supernova of stars.
In the WWE Universe.
Yes. So from now on, that's what that means.
So they're all going on and on and on.
Time crunch.
Yeah, the time crunch we know is happening because we get the yeah, he's spitting out lines like crazy, like boom, 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 and then we get the email from the general manager,
and Vince is like, shut up.
We ain't got time for that. I'm like, I'm the boss of the whole company. Who gives a damn what the general manager thinks? And he, reads the email.
So he makes the match.
The tag team match for the main event.
R-Truth and Miz versus Alex Riley and Cena with special guest referee, I bet you could never guess, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And you said that his shirt was photoshopped in.
Well, on the picture, like on the little, they show the little picture that's like the video game thing.
Yeah.
It was like photoshopped referee
And you were so right, because once we got to that match, he was wearing no ref shirt whatsoever.
Exactly. See, I can spot the Photoshop.
Yeah, you're really cool. So
I am really cool.
So Raw kicks off like really strong.
Man, it was great. Like, I was into it. We were laughing at R-Truth.
Especially, you know, if you appreciate the entertainment side,
Yeah,
which I do.
we were just cool. And
but
then,
the great matches do actually come later.
yeah, but well, we have a little lull period here.
Well, possibly. I don't know. We'll have to get to that.
Anyways, next.
Santino versus Michael McGillicuddy.
Santino and Vladimir Kozlov versus Michael McGillicuddy and some other guy from the next season.
No, they're not. It was a one-on-one match.
There was two guys on
Yeah,
each
but
side.
that was like his manager. They were his manager, but they weren't in the match. It was Santino versus Michael McGillicuddy. No.
Well, my bad. My mistake. There was two guys out there.
You were wrong!
I don't care!
Yeah, right. You're sadly depressed on the inside. So, Santino wins with his Cobra.
That was funny.
I bet that makes some people mad
like
how he's like, boom, and then they're like, oh my god!
I'm sure, because...
But it's hilarious.
I'm sure all y'all, you know, hardcore, we gotta be, like, true to the wrestling and make realistic crap, don't like it, but I like the entertainment side.
Yeah.
Of the fact that this knocks down a guy makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, because if you're gonna be like that, you should be like, well, the Undertaker, you know, he doesn't have any special powers. But, you know, anyways.
Moving on.
He makes fun of the Ultimate Warrior, too. I was like, what's up with that? He's like...
That guy was crazy.
He's still crazy. He's on Twitter talking about Hulk Hogan and what they did over 20 years ago at WrestleMania.
That's sad. That ain't crazy. That's sad.
So, next match, Beth Phoenix and Kelly Kelly versus the Bella Twins. Kelly Kelly actually did pretty good, and I only say that because she did not use the Hooked on Kronicz, my finisher, because of the lawsuit that I have pending against her for stealing my finishing move. But Beth Phoenix wins.
Well, no, I want to mention... The Bella Twins had on some really cool outfits.
They always wear those outfits.
I had not seen the purple one before. Exactly. It was purple and more frilly.
You should have said you like the color scheme.
No, because it was more frilly, which made it better.
It was the same.
No, it wasn't. They had high frilly boots on.
They're always like that.
They're not always frilly.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
I know that look on your face. You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, they were pretty tonight.
I had a page that separated.
No one cares about your page. Anyways, Beth Phoenix pins them and wins.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, so I was right. So take that.
Whatever.
So Booker T is out with, Trish Stratus. He's like, yeah, I'm going to do my spin-a-rooney. I'm going to show you how to do it. And Jack Swagger, he comes in there, he interrupts, he disrespects, so a match with Booker T, and I'm like, Booker T gets to have a match. I thought, they wasn't going to let him have a match, but he's going to have a match, and that's awesome. I'm like, man, they need to have more of those people having matches.
On the edge of the seat.
But, next we got CM Punk and Rey Mysterio again.
Okay.
But at least CM Punk comes in and saves the day a little bit. And does a promo before the match so it can make it at least a little bit interesting that they're having a match for the 600th time. Rey Mysterio wins, and yay. And there was like a headlock in that match for like 10 minutes, I swear.
I don't know, because I love to do something more interesting during that match.
Okay. CM Punk makes me not want to be...
interested more than CM Punk and Mysterio. I just want to let everyone know.
CM Punk makes me not want to be straight edge sometimes. But then we get to see this little video with R-Truth.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. And Obama.
And Obama.
And they were talking about a boat.
I can't believe I had to talk about Obama in my Raw review. Jeez. But
they were talking about a boat, and it was funny.
Yeah.
And R-Truth said, you won't push me out the boat.
And now we find out that next week on Monday Night Raw, for the time slot that will not be there anymore, the Tough Enough is gone, but we'll still use the 3 hours of wrestling time to have All-Star Raw 3-hour event. That'll be awesome. Have some people from the past. Stonecold's definitely going to be there. I expect to see Booker T there. And maybe some other people.
Maybe the Ultimate Warrior.
I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. They could give him like $20 and he could show up. So
maybe they just give him some crack or something.
How rude. Alright, Alberto Del Rio comes out and...
Oh my gosh.
Then...
No, I want to talk about this.
Go on, you talk about this. I'll listen.
Alberto Del Rio, quit being a smarty pants. Alberto Del Rio comes out and recaps this thing with the Big Show. They even show the dang video again. And I'm just thinking, I think that WWE fans have moved beyond this level of stupidity. I just think we're all over it. Because we all know, like over the whole, somebody got run over with a car, somebody got hit by a bus, something blew up. It's like we all know, I mean, I know that we all know that everything is fake. That's like too much for me.
That takes you out of it.
Yeah, like out of it. I'm like, really? Because we got...
You cannot suspend your belief that much.
No cops, and we got nothing, and people are running each other with cars, whatever. It's like too much. I can't deal with it. So, and I think that I was supported in my theory because the crowd was completely dead. Like,
they couldn't even get mad at him.
Pin-dropping silence throughout the entire thing. And so then they have... This is so insulting. They have, like, fake Big Show come out, who's this, like, screaming fat midget guy.
Which actually turned out to be Ricardo Rodriguez.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I missed that part. But
I thought it was Gilbert the whole time. I was like, what is this?
The screaming fat midget guy, a.k.a. Rodriguez, comes out, and still, like, throughout the whole thing, crowd dead, nothing. They exchange some words and some crap, and then they go away. And that's
the end of the segment?
Yes.
Okay, so we get a Kofi Kingston promo that's kind of like SmackDown. You know, they have their little promos before freaking every match for each guy. Well, comes back from commercial break, and we see Zack Ryder.
Yeah! Actually in the ring!
Actually in the ring, about to have a match. And he's going to be against Kofi.
Dolph and Vicky on commentary.
Yeah, because apparently Dolph Ziggler has adopted
Zack
Ryder. Because, I mean, I guess they're going to make Zack Ryder a heel, but everybody likes him because he's on his show. So that's kind of weird. So I guess they had to do that. And it gives, you know, Zig something to do, which is awesome.
And it confuses Michael Cole because he called him Zack Ziggler.
See, I didn't catch that. I'm going to just lay that on you.
Because he said it for real. It was funny.
But it was a pretty good match. They had, you know, a little bit of a twist end. And that was cool.
It was the, look, because Raw was like this. There was like this huge plateau of awesomeness, and then it was like shoo into the valley, and this is like the beginning of the ascent.
Were you thinking about like the Grand Canyon or something?
No, giving a visual aid of the.
Well, like, your visual aid made me think of the Grand Canyon.
Well, I don't care. The way that the Raw was laid out in a visual manner. Yes.
What do you mean in a visual manner? The whole thing is visual.
Visualize mountains.
The whole show is visual.
Yeah, but
visual? I corrected myself.
But they might not understand from my words exactly what I was saying. I was painting a picture with my words.
You don't have to paint a picture. You have a motion picture.
Well, the people that are watching this, maybe they didn't watch Raw. Maybe they want to know what happened on Raw. And they need a visual picture with my words. Moving on.
Okay. So, Booker T versus Jack Swagger, kind of actually a lackluster match. I was expecting a lot more. But it was still good. I mean,
all the hype, I felt let down.
Did all his, spots pretty much.
The end was pretty good, though.
Did his spin-a-rooney after, Evan Bourne came out and looked badass.
No, this is what was lame. You, left out the lame part. Like, Jack Swagger just stood outside the ring and was like, I don't need this. And then he got counted out.
Yeah, so Booker T wanted to
Evan Bourne, ran and shoved him back in the ring, and then him and Booker T, beat him down, and then they did a double spin-a-rooney, which was awesome.
Cut check. Now time to go to the next page.
Wait, hold up. That's more like a V. For victory.
Victory is mine. Now, we get to the main event. And Stonecold is the ref in this main event. Man, now I feel like I have to make a good check mark. There we go.
Okay.
I feel accomplished now. So Alex Riley and The Miz. Oh, that stinks. Alex Riley, Cena, and The Miz. You gotta get that away from me, stinky.
Well, you're the one that opened it.
Now as I can smell a stinky check mark. Alex Riley and Cena versus The Miz and The Truth. Stone Cold is the ref, but no ref cert. So I'm like, I hope nobody tuned in because they're like, what the hell is Stone Cold just running around for? In his shorts and his pants and his trousers and his trousers and his shoes.
T-shirt? I don't know.
His shoes, yeah.
Okay.
No wrestling boots and stuff. Yeah. I think it's kind of weird. I think it's strange to see Stone Cold not in his underwear, Isn't that weird?
I mean, I kind of like not seeing guys, I don't know. I think it's weird when they just run around in their underwear.
Well,
so anyways. I kind of I like it when they're actually wearing clothes, but,
But, you know, it was one of those main events at Raw. It's crap. What the? Oh! R-Truth grabbed the chair. Okay. I made a video about this a couple months ago, actually. And I was so angry. R-Truth grabs a chair, brings it in the ring, he's going to hit somebody. And somebody, like, spin kicks him, and R-Truth hits himself with the chair. That's a headshot. He headshotted himself with the chair. That's what Undertaker and Triple H got fined for. So why is R-Truth not going to get fined for the chair shot to the head?
He did it to himself.
It doesn't matter. He chair shotted himself to the head.
It's like when you kill yourself,
dangerous.
you don't get sued by your own family.
But R-Truth is still alive.
I know, but I'm just making a point.
What if he gets a concussion?
Well, what's he going to do? Sue himself?
What if he dies in a car wreck or something, and then they're like, boom, he hit himself with a chair. Let's put that on CNN. They keep looping it, and he's going, and he's like the concussion.
He still can't sue himself.
Anyways, the rule is
Especially
no
if he's
chair
dead.
shots. No chair shots. No chair shots.
Whatever.
That's the rule.
But
he should be
shoot.
fined.
But he didn't hit anybody else with a chair.
It doesn't matter. He hit himself.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Undertaker and Triple H both got fined for the chair shot that Triple H did to Undertaker. Should Undertaker have been sued? He didn't chair shot himself.
Yeah, I know, but... Okay, now what? Because I didn't actually know about that, and I actually have to follow this. Sorry.
Alright, so go away. I don't need you anymore.
It's hard to argue when your nose is itchy.
So, anyways. Alex Riley hits The Miz with the Money in the Bank. Where did he get that from? Then gets stunnered to The Miz. Cena wins. Yay. Stone Cold gets a beer, beats people up.
Rejoicing. Blah, blah, blah.
He beats up Michael Cole. And next week is the...
No. Then the general manager intervenes.
Anonymous general manager.
The general manager intervenes.
No, he doesn't.
That the ref overstepped his authority.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. The ref overstepped. That's because you were out of the room. You're like, time to do a review. And I was like, no, it's not over. But anyways, so GM intervenes and says that the ref oversteps his authority. So therefore, John Cena and Alex Riley are disqualified, which makes the winners Miz and R-Truth, which I say, ha-ha, to.
This makes no sense.
So then...
He appoints him the general manager for next week.
But then, yeah, he
overstepping his boundaries. And
he makes him the special guest general manager for All-Stars. And then Stone Cold, like, attacks the laptop and stuns Michael Cole, and then Cena does the attitude adjustment to Michael Cole, and then, like, basically chaos ensues, and then Raw is over.
But next week is the All-Star 3-hour episode, and hopefully it will be awesome, because it would really suck to sit through a 3-hour suckfest.
I know, it really would.
It would be awful. But I expect it to be good, so I will be back. You will be back, and we will review it, and it'll be on this blank page. It will be transformed into an awesome review next week. You ruined it! No!